Mark 2:25. Kai lege autois, udepate anegnote ti epoiesen David, hate crean esken, kai epenasen, autas kai hoimet autu. Translation, and he says to them, of course, lege is another example of a historical or narrative present, which we'll render in the past in a final translation. And he said, autois, to them, is a dative indirect object. And then we have the beginning of a question that goes on into the next verse. Udepate, never, anegnote, never have you read. That's a second person plural. In Southern English, would say, never have y'all read, or have y'all never read. What David did, epoiesen, what David did when esken, when he had chrean, when he had need, and he hungered. And then we have this expansion here, autas kai hoi metatu, he and those with him, right? All along we've been having a third singular subject here. He did, he had need, he hungered, and then Jesus here, as recorded in Mark, expands this out. Of course, we know in the story it wasn't just David, but it was David and his men. It was he. And notice in Greek, this is fun, isn't it? Greek, you can stick an article in front of anything and make it into a noun. So we stick the nominative plural article hoi there in front of the prepositional phrase with him, and that makes that into a noun. The men with him, the people with him, he and those with him. Let's look at one other form here. Let's look at the verb epoiesen. We note that's from the lexical form poieo. And as soon as we see an augment at the beginning, and we see a sigma there, we see a sigma added then, we see an augment, we know that's going to be aorist. And in fact, the form is an aorist active indicative, third person singular.